Hey everybody! Final Fantasy XIV is a game I have really been enjoying recently, and I wanted to take some time and share my thoughts on it from the perspective of a new player. Without further ado, this is Final Fantasy XIV as a new player. For some reference, I've been playing MMOs for years, and have always kind of bounced around looking for one that really felt like home. I spent about 2 years manning Black Desert Online, but then there were some changes made that I didn't really like, so I started playing less and less. I don't want to talk a ton about that since that's not why you're here. Fast forward to about 2-ish weeks ago, while I was sitting at my PC with no clue what to play, and I thought to myself, the only MMO I actually haven't tried was Final Fantasy XIV. I'd heard about how popular it was, and everything I heard about it was nothing but good things. But for some reason, I had just never played it. I did, however, look into it and learned that there was a super expansive free trial to see if you liked the game, and I figured, why not? It's worth a shot. Not to spoil anything, but oh man, am I glad I gave it a shot. It was slow rolling at first. I wasn't super into it and wasn't paying real close attention to the story since I've kind of been brainwashed into just skipping through all the quests by every other MMO I've played. I did, however, after much recommendation from pretty much every video I watched targeted at new players, to start paying more attention to the story, and I actually ended up enjoying it much more than I thought I was going to. Throughout most of the first little bit of playing, I really didn't know what was going on or how any of the systems worked, and was kind of just along for the ride of leveling and questing. Pretty quickly though, I started to pick up on a lot of things, and I found myself genuinely enjoying systems I thought that were really cool or that I had never seen before. While the MSQ wasn't exactly thrilling, and the story was the main thing that made me enjoy it, I really liked how as you progress through the story, you unlock different dungeons, since it made them feel actually connected to the world instead of some random place that you go to just kill things and get loot. At first, I did all the dungeons by myself with the AI, since I figured I suck at the game, and experienced players would probably get really annoyed with me not knowing what's going on. Eventually though, more towards the end of the MSQ, I said, why not, let's give it a shot, and ran it with some other players, and turns out I actually ended up meeting some really nice people who encouraged me and shared their love of the game with me. I can say I was genuinely surprised at how many nice people there are in this game. It's such a crazy change of pace for me since I'm used to a lot of the more toxic MMOs. Originally, I had started off playing Archer, but got pretty bored with it around level 50. I did thankfully learn that I could start unlocking other jobs after level 50 though. Let me just say that the fact that you can play multiple classes on the same character is awesome. I love the idea of playing a character and not a class. Having to swap between characters just to play a different class is always something that had kind of annoyed me about other games, so the thought of being able to do everything on one character quickly became one of my favorite features in the game. I figured that if I was going to unlock another job, I would go after Red Mage, since it seemed the most interesting to me. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely suck at Red Mage, if that was not already apparent by me hard casting literally everything and not knowing how dual cast works, so apologies to everybody, especially the Red Mage mains out there who had to watch that. I'm better now, I promise. Red Mage is actually engaging and enjoyable and a lot more fun to play. I am so glad that I decided to switch to it, since it made me so much more engaged when I'm playing. I'm actually enjoying doing the job quests for Red Mage as I unlock them and learning more about the job, and it makes me excited for the future to work through all the other jobs as time goes on. After doing a ton of the MSQ and some job quests for Red Mage, I eventually finished a Realm Reborn, and I can say that I enjoyed it. Spoiler alert, I think I was not aware of all of the Realm Reborn quests that came after finishing the quote-unquote MSQ before I could start Heavensward. A Realm Reborn definitely didn't blow me away or change my views on gaming or anything like that, but for the first time in a long time, it was questing and a story in an MMO that I'd actually enjoyed doing, which I suppose is pretty impressive. I also naturally unlocked the ability to fly, which was awesome and actually felt like an achievement, plus it's mildly hilarious watching my chocobo flap its little wings and try to fly around. I have actually, while making this video, gone on to finish Heavensward and am now working on Stormblood, and I did decide to upgrade from the free trial to being a paid player. I know I could have probably gone a lot longer on the free trial, but I figured to myself, this game has put in the work and proven to me that it's something that I'm okay supporting. One of my favorite things about A Realm Reborn was definitely the Moogle trial. Those little things are adorable, and I had to contain some of my laughter throughout the whole fight because it just felt silly. On top of that, I did end up picking up a bunch of the gathering and crafting jobs, since life skilling in Black Desert has been one of the things that I enjoy, and I figured I might as well give it a shot. I can't lie, I am absolutely lost and have no idea what I'm doing, but even my brain can figure out go smack trees with a hatchet. When I don't feel like doing anything else, it's good to know that I can just go chill and hit some trees. Not everything has been sunshine and rainbows though. I made sure to put the bad things towards the end of the video so I could get you all excited before crushing your dreams. I'm just kidding, of course. None of the bad things are deal breakers. My main complaint has to be with the UI and the settings. Why in the world do we need two different setting sections? I can't tell you how many times I've heard recommendations about settings I should change, and then it took me 10 minutes to figure out where it is. Honestly, it's just confusing and annoying for new players. I'm sure that once I get used to it, I won't even have to think about it anymore, but like I said, from a new player perspective, it's just kind of frustrating. I also don't really like the armory chest and the regular inventory. It's kind of the same thing as the settings. Why have two different tabs when they can just be one? Those two things have been my main complaints so far. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking, just kind of things that I think are annoying. Overall though, I am absolutely loving the game so far, and the amount of hours I have put into the game in such a short period of time is almost embarrassing. Every day when I log in, there is actually something that I'm looking forward to doing, and none of it feels like a chore or something that I need to do. I'm playing the game because I want to, and because it's fun, and I will actually stay up past my bedtime playing it, which, as a grown man who is getting older, sacrificing my sleep for something is a big compliment. I'm looking forward to all the things to come because I know there is nothing but good things in the future, and I have some pretty big goals that I would like to achieve. I would absolutely recommend this game to anybody who loves MMOs, anybody who is curious about MMOs, and anyone who just feels like the others don't quite fit right. Give Final Fantasy a shot, it'll end up surprising you just like it did me. Hit me with a sub and a like if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you all watching until the end, and if you have any helpful tips or things I would find interesting, throw it in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one.